Hi, Becky. I'm going to give you some feedback on your student portfolio. The first thing I noticed here, though, is that you have not given me edit status. So I've requested that. But to do that, normally you would go to share, click on it, and here, down here, you have to give me editor status so that I can actually comment on this and put the video. Otherwise, I have to now go out to the email for me, then send you an individual email. So it's much easier for me just to be able to edit. Okay, so your letter grade, you've given yourself a B. I can't enter that. One thing you need to do for any justification for future letter grades is use the self-grading guide to make the points that you make. Um, you've kind of just given a short description and you've given me some sense of what you're doing, but not a really good sense. Um, and then we have this. Okay, so you don't put the whole prompt in here. I already know what it is, right? So you don't need to do that. So you want to get rid of that. And then this is the final. Oh, okay, so 120, you put this. So yeah, delete that because we don't want this document to be really long. And you've given me some personal ideas and reflections on this, which is good. And uh, look, I would suggest offering clear guidance and examples for reflections and how to imagine learning across multiple resources. Yeah, I'm not sure about how to give you more. Give a pretty detailed intro, like a 6-minute video on working with it. And I've asked you, like, there's a lot of questions here to answer. I would like to see a link to your actual chat activity. So you copy and paste that into a Google Doc and then put the link here so that I can see your interaction. And the idea of asking 10 questions was to give you a good structure of how to reflect. So here you've just said I created a Google Doc, which you uploaded, and you didn't do you didn't use the prompt, and so that's a problem, and I don't know what you did here. So that's actually a big part that's incomplete at this stage. So I wouldn't give you a B at this point. I would say you're at an incomplete, um, and so you want to make sure you get on top of that pretty quickly. Um, and then yeah, you haven't used this prompt again, so you really do need to do that again. So that makes this incomplete. And then I'm not entirely sure. You said I'm sure about this section. We'll ask for more clarification. Well, all you need to do is I'm sure you know how to use Google. So you start to look for Gen AI resources that you would think would be useful in your particular area. And then you can't use Notebook or ChatGPT, even though they were new to you. Um, that's not what I'm looking for. I want you to provide a new resource to so something different. And then I'm unsure about how to do this. Well, one of the things you could do is actually watch the video, which I offer in the lesson, because if you look for the videos, I explain exactly what you need to do and how to do this. You just click on this and make your contribution. So really, at this stage, you would be at an incomplete phase, not at a B, and so you really want to use my suggestions to help improve your work. Okay, thanks.